bring to the podium your Director of Chapter Services, Brother Nick Zuniga. Nick is an alumni brother from Iota Alpha Zeta at Ball State University. Please help me welcome Nick.
This is a very special award that I get to give out this afternoon. It is for our Greek Advisor of the Year. And having been a Greek advisor for a number of years before joining Lambda Chi Alpha, it's always fun to be able to recognize someone in the field of higher education. Our Greek Advisor of the Year this year is being awarded to David Stetter. David is originally from Northern Kentucky and graduated from Northern Kentucky University with a bachelor's degree in psychology and communication. While at Northern Kentucky, he became a founding father of his fraternity, Sigma Phi Epsilon, and found his passion for student affairs. After graduating from Northern Kentucky, he attended Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, where he received his master's in student affairs and higher education. David currently works at the University of Southern Indiana, where he continues to dedicate his career to serving collegiate men and women in his role as the Fraternity and Sorority Life Program Advisor. David is a wonderful asset for the University of Southern Indiana, for its campus, and for our undergraduate men who are enrolled there. Through David's stewardship and mentorship of our brothers and associate members, we have made wonderful strides in a positive direction, and we are excited to see what's in store for them in the future. The university's fraternity and sorority life is also continuing to improve each year, and they owe a great deal to David for his service. David Stetter is this year's recipient of the 2013 Fraternity Advisor Award, and we encourage all of you to congratulate when you see him this afternoon in some of our programming. We look forward to continuing to work with him in the future to better our fraternity at the University of Southern Indiana. Brothers and guests, please join me in congratulating David Stetter, our 2013 Greek Advisor of the Year.
I'm extremely humbled to be recognized this afternoon as the 2013 Fraternity Sorority Advisor of the Year. I'd like to first thank Lambda Chi Alpha Fraternity for this honor and inviting me to participate in the STED Leadership Conference. I'd also like to send additional thanks to Michael DeCourcy and Nick Ludwig for their nomination, as well as the gentlemen of Phi Xi Zeta at the University of Southern Indiana for teaching me over the last 3 years through their actions what Lambda Chi Alpha Fraternity stands for. It is not often that fraternity sorority advisors receive recognition like this, so I'm extremely grateful. In fact, I present a challenge to all the undergraduates here today, that when you return to campus, to go to your campus advisors and thank them. Give them a genuine thanks. Even if you think they hate you, I promise they don't. They do love you in some capacity, and they will really appreciate if you give them a genuine thank you. It'll go a far way. As the 2013 recipient of the Fraternity Sorority Life Advisor of the Year, I was asked to prepare a few remarks to the participants of this conference. I considered a variety of topics, everything from how to live your values every day, to a speech about recruiting your replacement, or creating change in your organization. And instead, I decided to talk about something that I believe is something most important in order for you to be successful as leaders of your fraternity. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the power of mentorship. As the ancient Greek epic poem, the Odyssey, tells us, when the great warrior Odysseus left to go to war, he placed his only son, Telemachus, in the care of an age-old friend. This friend's name was Mentor. Mentor advised Telemachus throughout the 20 years that Odysseus was at sea, providing him practical plans for dealing with personal dilemmas, and ultimately helped him grow to become a great leader. The name mentor was adopted to be a common term to define someone who imparts wisdom to and shares knowledge with a less experienced colleague. The word mentor is one today that holds great honor and dignity. Here's the interactive part of my portion of my keynote. Can I get 3 claps if you have a mentor in your life? Can I get 3 claps if you believe you are a mentor to someone? Significantly less. Let's examine the counterpart to the word mentor, mentee. Interestingly, the word mentee was first known to use in 1965 and cannot be found in older versions of dictionaries. In some foreign languages, where the word mentor can be translated, the word mentee does not exist. I tell you all this because it is my belief that mentorship is not a one-way street where the mentor helps develop the mentee. Rather, it is a two-way interchange where both individuals help impart in knowledge as well as wisdom onto one another. And both are better because of that relationship. So for all of you who did not clap for the second question, I ask you to take a moment to reflect on those relationships and challenge you to rethink what they look like. Some of the greatest lessons I have learned as a professional and in life have come from someone who I was mentoring. Most of the time, these individuals had no clue that while I was mentoring them, they were teaching me as well. Moreover, if you believe that you are not a mentor to someone, then it's time to start stepping up and being the leaders that you say you are. Identify someone in your chapter who you think you can help make better and take them under your wing and do so. Now, some of you in this room may be thinking, David, I don't have a mentor and I'm not mentoring anyone, so what you're telling me does not apply. I would argue that this is everything I have said so far does apply. Let's review the definition of mentor. Mentor is a common term to define someone who imparts wisdom and shares knowledge to someone less experienced. Now let's put that in the framework of fraternity. Every year we introduce a cohort of men to our chapters. They are new, impressionable, and less experienced. You, as the leaders of your organization, are looked upon to impart wisdom and share knowledge with them on how to be better men, how to be better leaders, how to be better Lambda-Chis. You are mentors to your new members. Every member of your chapter who is a mentor to your new members. So what are you teaching them? What actions and behaviors are your members displaying that is acceptable? Is that behavior teaching them to be great leaders, which will forge your chapter forward, or will it just impede your future from growth? And before you jump back to the mindset that mentorship is a hierarchy where only mentors can develop the mentee, I encourage you to remember that new members are just as valuable in the mentoring process as seasoned members. Yes, they can't impart knowledge about Lambda-Chi, but they can impart knowledge about something maybe just as important, if not more important. As leaders of your chapter, it is your job to create a chapter culture where all members, initiated and associated, are respected as equals in the lifelong learning journey which as fraternity men we pledge an oath to be a part of. Still not convinced that mentorship is a powerful part of leadership? Then take a moment now to determine areas where you could develop, where you need to improve and you need support. Find someone who does it well and whom you can establish a relationship with. By looking at all areas of your life that you can improve, finding someone to help you do it, and then taking progressive steps forward to sharpen those skills, creating that support network and moving forward in your life, you are developing a mentorship relationship. It will improve your life. That is the power of mentorship. In closing, I like to take a moment again to thank you all. I'd like you all to take also a moment to think about the mentors in your life. Think about those who helped you get here today. How have they impacted your life? Have you told them? If not, take the time to thank them and tell them how they have affected your life. I read recently a quote that said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Think about that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So surround yourself with mentors. Surround yourself with people who help you grow and not pull you down. Thank you again for this honor. And as a Lambda-Chi who I've mentored for the last 3 years have told me, it's always good to end a speech with, "Go Lambda-Chi." Thanks.